the next decade, because that's the minimum amount you need to stabilize the debt and get it on a downward path as a percent of GDP. Any of them that don't do that, any of them that don't address defense, any of them that don't address Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and don't reform the tax code and aren't balanced in some way between that, aren't serious.
Then why do you think people have not come to support Bowles-Simpson?
Because it's politically painful. The problems are real. The solutions are all painful. There's no easy way out. And everybody gets the arithmetic. Everybody understands the economics. But they have to make tough political choices in order to do it. And as long as people are worshiping the great God of re-election,
right,
then we're going to have a hard time getting to the promised land.
And it's very specific. We don't just babble into the vapors. We go around the country, and we've been all over the United States. We tell them we don't do BS or mush, so pull up a chair. Marks Nancy Pelosi's airplane, Air Force One, all congressional pensions, and that'll get you about 4% out of the whole. But that's what they believe, because they don't want to touch Medicare, Medicaid, and the solvency of Social Security and defense. And there we are. The defense budget comes to the House, and they automatically add billions to it, not thinking, for God's sake, that right now we spend $760 billion a year on defense, and the top 14 countries on Earth, including Russia and China combined, spend $540 billion. They'll say, run that past again, could you? Yeah. $760 billion is our
prospects in the future. And I tell people all the time, never, 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 ever bet against Uncle Whiskers, because if you do, you're going to lose. Now, will we decline if we don't get a handle around our debt bomb? You bet we will. We have a, you know, people ask me, what's the most serious problem facing us today? And I say it's the economy, and the economy, in that order. We cannot continue down this path that we're now on, where we are building up greater and greater and greater levels of debt. Our debt to GDP for the next 5 years is going to be 100%, simply unsustainable.
Biggest driver of the fact that if you don't capture it and rein it in, it will be on automatic pilot and will squeeze. I always say to people, what do you love? Well, I love culture, education, homeland security to keep us safe, defense. I love all these things. I said, great. All those things will be automatically squeezed out by this program where we can't touch it because of the power